painful, and feelings of humility and unworthiness, like with you and Esther. That's completely different, he said, raising a horizontal digit. That's just fatherly. You'll understand when you see her. Anyway, then it passed, and I just started wondering what she'd look like with all her clothes off. There you are, you see. I never wonder what Esther had looked like with all her clothes off. If it happened, I'd be aghast. I'd shield my eyes. And would you shield your eyes, Boris, from Hannah Dole? Who'd have thought the old boozer would have got someone as good as that? I know, incredible. The old boozer. Think, though, I'm sure he was always a boozer, but he wasn't always old. I said, the girls are what, 12, 13? So she's our age, or a bit younger. And the old boozer knocked her up when she was 18? When he was our age. All right, marrying him was forgivable, I suppose, said Boris. He shrugged. 18? But she hasn't left him, has she? How do you laugh that one off? I know. It's difficult to... She's too tall for me. And come to think of it, she's too tall for the old boozer. And we asked each other yet again, why would anyone bring his wife and children here? Here? I said, this is an environment more suited to the male. Oh, I don't know. Some of the women don't mind it. Some of the women are the same as the men. Take your Auntie Gerda. She'd love it here. Aunt Gerda might approve in principle, I said, but she wouldn't love it here. Will Hannah love it here, do you think? She doesn't look as though she'll love it here. No, she doesn't. But don't forget she's the unestranged wife of Paul Dole. Then perhaps she'll settle in nicely, I said. I hope so. My physical appearance works better on women who love it here. We don't love it here. No, but we've got each other, thank God. That's not nothing. True, dearest. You've got me, and I've got you. Boris, my permanent familiar, emphatic, intrepid, handsome, like a little Caesar. Kindergarten, childhood, adolescence, and then later on our cycling holidays in France and England and Scotland and Ireland, our 3-month trek from Munich to Reggio, and then on to Sicily. Only in adulthood did our friendship run into difficulties when politics, when history, came down on our lives. He said, You'll be off by Christmas. I'm here till June. Why aren't I out east? He sipped and scowled and lit a cigarette. By the way, your chances, brother, are non-existent. Where, for instance, she's far too conspicuous, and you be careful. The old boozer may be the old boozer, but he's also the commandant. Still, stranger things have happened. Much stranger things have happened. Yes, because it was a time when everybody felt the fraudulence, the sarcastic shamelessness, and the breathtaking hypocrisy of all prohibitions. I said, I've got a kind of plan. Boris sighed and looked vacant. First I'll need to hear from Uncle Martin. Then I'll make my opening move. Pawn to Queen 4. After a while, Boris said, I think that pawn's for it. Probably, but there's no harm in having a good look. Boris Else took his leave. He was expected on the ramp. A month of staggered ramp duty was his punishment within a punishment for yet another fistfight. The ramp, the detrainment, the selection, then the drive through the birchwood to the little brown bower in Katzet 2. The most eerie bit's the selection, said Boris. You ought to come along one day for the experience. I ate lunch alone in the officers' mess, half a chicken, peaches and custard, no wine, and went on to my office at the Wunderwerke. There was a 2-hour meeting with Bürkel and Zedig, mostly concerning itself with the slow progress of the carbide production halls, but it also became clear that I was losing my battle about the relocation of our labour force. At dusk, I betook myself to the cubicle of Ilse Gräser, back in Katzet 1. Ilse Gräser loved it here. I knocked on the gently swinging tin door and entered. Like the teenager she still was, 20 next month, Ilse sat hunched and cross-ankled halfway down the cot, reading an illustrated magazine.